first and foremost, we have the Firearms Act in Nigeria that allows people, anybody to apply to own a gun. You can either apply, the president has the prerogative to granting the license to own more sophisticated weapons, while the commissioner of police will all exercises on behalf of the president the powers to also grant licenses to own guns like pump action and double barrel and all of those kind of guns. And again, in as much as we're not happy with what's going on with all of the things that the way our government is being carried on, we still have a president, and he still gives directives. So I would plead with my learned colleague there to take it easy in describing the president not as a lame duck, but a president who is having a lot of difficulties. I criticize him all the time, but I would dare not describe him in such terms. Meanwhile, you're talking about, again, another anomaly from the government, the federal government, in the extension of the Inspector General of Police tenure. That is unnecessary. You don't, for flimsy reasons, without proper grounds, disregard our time-tested public service rules, which provide that upon the attainment of the age of 60, a Nigerian a public servant must retire, or having served the number of years of amounting to 35 years in service must retire. There is no shortage of competent persons in the police. Now again, this gives room and gives some measure of credibility to what I would say rumor. I wouldn't use the word conspiracy theory anymore. That the presidency also is uncomfortable with having persons of other ethnic group other than Hausa Fulani Muslims from heading the security, an important security agency like the police. That is not good. It would have been, Nigerians were eagerly waiting to see that the president will appoint someone that will disabuse their minds with regards to this suspicion on the part of majority of Nigerians that we have unnecessary and unprecedented nepotism on the part of the president in the appointment of security officials in this country. So extending the tenure by 3 months was unnecessary. It breaches the law, and it's something that we hope that the president and his handlers, my senior learned friend over there, has expressed his frustration with regards to the pitiable condition the president will find himself when his handlers are not competent, when his handlers misadvise him, when they don't tell him point blank that this breaches the law that you have signed, and that you cannot superintend over the the disobedience of Nigerian law by a federal government. So we hope in the shortest possible time the president will retrace his steps, either asking the IG to go or in order to appoint a substantive Inspector General of Police. In this case, we feel insulted as a country, and that it's painful that the president will disobey a Nigerian law that he himself signed. Talking about the Police Act 2020, it came to a point where people began to doubt, did the president actually sign that act, or is he waiting to give assent to it? If he did, why would he not appoint a Inspector General of Police but extend his tenure?
So finally, on the security situation, Nigerians are still very angry with the service chiefs that just left, and the president seemed to be having a sentimental attachment to these guys because he has nominated them as non-career ambassadors. What do you think about that? And because PDP have come out to say that he's trying to shield them from prosecution.
All right, thank you very much. You see, this is interesting. Let us see it as a form of expressing gratitude to the former service chief, because even though we know that diplomatic immunity is granted to ambassadors, when it comes to actions and investigations to be carried out by the International Criminal Court, even a sitting president can be arrested based on an arrest warrant. So the International Criminal Court is not restricted by, I'm talking by the provisions of the Rome Statute. It's not restricted in issuing arrest warrants on anybody, including a head of state, a sitting head of state. It has done that for Omar Bashir of Sudan. And it's so, if, to the best of my knowledge, many petitions have been submitted against the person of Lieutenant General Burutai retired, for example. They are just being investigated. That they have been appointed as ambassadors today will not stop the investigation. And if and when their actions breach the provisions of the Rome Statute, particularly with the offenses of war crimes or crimes against humanity, they will be arrested, whether they are in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. There will be an arrest warrant to be issued against them, and processes will be put in place. Interestingly, Nigeria is a very powerful and influential country in the International Criminal Court. The president has been to the court to go and address it. The court relies heavily on Nigeria. I believe that there is more to it, and we can simply and safely take it that is just an expression of gratitude. Buhari, like you rightly said, believed so much in the service chief, but for the clamor of many Nigerians, including National Assembly, they would not have been removed. And the president wants to make them feel comfortable. But I hope that they are not found culpable by the investigations currently going on at the International Criminal Court at The Hague.
Okay, I hope a lot of Nigerians share this sentiment because, well, anyway, thank you so much for being part of the program, Barrister Frank Tietie, a legal practitioner. Thank you so much for your time.